Biodiversity is the variety of life on Earth in all its forms and at all levels, from solitary flowers on isolated slopes to the marine ecosystems and vast oceans. Each life form has a unique role in the web of life. Similarly, neurodiversity highlights that variations in the functioning of the human brain are an essential part of human diversity. Every brain is unique, and all of us have a unique role in protecting the planet. But how many neurodivergent children are given the opportunity to actively participate in solving critical environmental problems? Non-governmental organizations for the conservation of wild birds, along with organizations and public bodies working with children with developmental disorders from Malta, Spain, Italy and Greece, are participating in the European Erasmus Plus ASDN program, a superpower to defend nature. Our goal is to join forces to equally integrate students with neurodiversity into the broader group involved in protecting the natural environment and to acquire the appropriate tools to achieve this as educators both inside and outside the classroom. And
the thing I enjoyed the most about this project is seeing neurodivergent kids enjoy nature, and I could see the switch, like when they start to become calmer around nature and they start listening.
We know these children, they really need visual prompts, so the worksheet really helped them to understand what kind of animals we have here in this environment.
They had to observe, for example, for example, the animals, the small animals.
Yes.
They had the opportunity to touch and smell the aromatic plants. They placed their ear against the trunk of the eucalyptus tree and listened to its sounds. I also remember how well they responded to calming and breathing exercises we did in nature, how much they enjoyed observing the ducks and the wild birds in the park up close with the binoculars.
The most beautiful moment during the field activities was definitely observing their state of well-being that came from their contact with nature and seeing them run freely in the meadows where we were. Also, during the structured activities, I observed the curiosity and interest regarding the topics we were discussing.
During the experience in nature, the positive aspects I observed were definitely the freedom, the discovery that the children and young people showed in the activities. A freedom that often cannot be observed in everyday environments, in the cities. And the discovery of the small animals that inhabit the parks, as well as the flowers, and the meadows that surround the natural environments that we saw.
regardless of age or country of origin, the impressions of the children who participated in nature activities or outdoor activities were positive, and most importantly, they had the opportunity to communicate it.
I see things I have never seen before. It was very nice, with the birds, with the owls. It was nice. When we were discussing the rules.
Did you have fun in the park today? Yes?
As educators, we had the opportunity to recognize the benefits that arise for the children no longer in a theoretical context, but from observation during teaching practice.
Contact with nature helps them a lot to connect with the birds. To calm down, to learn from nature, from their contact with it. Special education teachers have considerable knowledge, but not always in all subjects.
Today, the organization that came with their kids to enjoy our reserve, they say they never did this, they never went out and go in a place where is nature, and they say it was very calming, they could see a positive effect on the kids. I hope more and more resource centers will bring the kids out of their buildings and more in nature area, outdoor and in our reserves.
this kind of nature environment, it help them to relax and be more calmer.
Sometimes I also think that perhaps they cannot understand the concepts we are talking about. But, on the other hand, I do see that on a day-to-day level we can participate in many things related to the environment indirectly, perhaps without understanding in depth. What is it that we are doing? But we can work on it.
I believe it is very important for children with developmental disorders to participate in nature activities, because in doing so, they connect with nature and deeply relax. They improve their observation skills, their awareness increases, they engage in actions to protect nature, provided that this program is properly structured from the outset to help them overcome any difficulties and sensitivities they may have.
And through teaching practice, all those elements that connect each child with nature emerged.
I also like lakes. I like everything I like. The animals, the plants, the trees, the birds. Bird watcher with the binoculars. The beauty of trees, the owl, the eagle.
I like ants, flowers, colors of the bird.
I like pink flowers and I feel joy. Because I like walking in nature. You can hear the birds, see the butterflies that land on you, and see the flowers. A beautiful place.
The flowers. I like trees.
Butterflies.
With the framework of the program, we were engaged in new areas related to the design and implementation of activities. There are various tools that can support us, such as the use of cards, the application of images, the development of worksheets following tailored templates, physical expressiveness and nonverbal communication, concise language, and overall, the supportive framework of the educator who is called to integrate children into activities for the protection of the natural environment. However, the most important thing was the sense of collective creation and the warmth and love the children have for the natural world that surrounds them.
I felt peace. I think it calms me. Calm. Both calm and quiet. Great. Calm and accompanied by the animals.
I believe we have more allies in the protection of nature, and I believe it is essential to continue raising awareness among young people, children, and especially the new generations about this issue, which is extremely important and essential for our survival.
I believe that now we have more allies in the protection of nature. Certainly more children and young people aware of certain aspects of issues that are sometimes simpler for adults, but which we need to simplify for children and young people so that they can too contribute to the protection of the environment we live in.
If we want to protect our planet, we must all come together, regardless of the variations that may define us, and we must start from the love for nature and the time we spend in it.
To do our best to protect it. To help Greece in wildfires. And they should stop harming nature because they always harm it and burn it. Because nature is beautiful.
I really like it, as long as they respect it and don't do anything they shouldn't. Because all of nature gives us oxygen.
Take care of the flowers. Switch off the lights. I defend trees and always look after the animals.
And in this way, we gain even more allies in the protection of the environment.
I feel it all.
As part of the Erasmus Plus ASDN program, a superpower to defend nature, we collaborate with neurodivergent children to jointly highlight that Earth is vital for everyone and that protecting the planet requires all voices. Those that are heard loudly, those that cannot be heard, those that speak in their own unique way.